Welcome back, everybody, here to East Texas Now. I do hope you are having a fantastic day today. If you don't know who I am, my name is Kylie Neal. I'll be with you guys up until 2 p.m. today, but don't worry. I will have more content for you guys with our Hannah Johnson later tonight up until 11 p.m. So we're here streaming with you guys live all day long. We've got local news, national news, weather, sports, and kind of everything in between. We're going to go ahead and get started because right now we do have an interview, and I'm kind of excited about this production. Let's tell you a little bit more information now. We're joined by Clancy, the director of the Tyler Civic Theatre's upcoming production of Into the Woods, which opens July the 24th. But don't worry, we're also joined by one of the cast members, Liam Hanley, who is here with us. Thanks so much for joining us today, guys.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Of course. Well, I kind of wanted to get to know a little bit more about Into the Woods. So what's the show about?
Oh, man.
She's like, where to start?
Yeah, where to start with Into the Woods. Into the Woods has some OG original fairy tale characters in it, like Cinderella and Rapunzel, but they're more of the Grimm brother kind of version of those fairy tales. It goes into the darker side of maybe the truth of the reality of certain of those character stories. But I always tell people that it's a story about humanity. I think it really just is a story about a group of characters, a group of humans who are trying to figure things out, and there's always this sense of discontentment and wanting more and getting what they want and still feeling not satisfied. And some characters make really questionable choices and then face the consequences of that, and you just get to kind of see their journey throughout the whole story. So
that's really cool.
It's fun.
Okay, well, on the surface, as you did say, it kind of does look like that collection of fairy tales.
Yeah.
What is one thing that you think the audience will take away from this production?
It's it's like Clancy said, it's definitely not the Disney style of fairy tales that you're used to. So for anyone familiar with Grimm's fairy tales, it does play into a more
would you say it goes into like that darker side? Is that what you're kind of saying?
Or just like the truthful side.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot more raw and emotional. And the cool thing about Into the Woods is, yes, it's all these individual stories, but it's also, they're all kind of told together and how the stories interact with each other. Like, it's playing with the idea of all these different characters. What if they existed in the same world and had to go back and forth and learn to live and grow together? And it creates a very, because it's such a, it can get very dark, it allows for the characters to grow or
Accept
in a very, the moments of tenderness and help me out, like just
yeah, I think that there is radical acceptance within that's a huge theme within Into the Woods too. And I think a thing that people will take away from it is that throughout life and the messiness of life and how good and bad can exist within the same space, that you are never alone in the midst of all of that. I think that's a big theme that I hope people take from it.
Yeah, of course. Well, Clancy, what made you want to direct this particular?
Yeah, Into the Woods is what started it all.
Okay.
I blame Into the Woods for the reason why I'm not like a Class A athlete, because I went from loving sports to going into theater because of Into the Woods. And I saw it when I was in 6th grade, and I just remember thinking, like, wow, just so touched by the story and by the performers, and thinking, like, if I could do that, like if I could give the gift of storytelling in that way, I would be just so happy for the rest of my life. And I did Into the Woods Junior about 3 years ago at Tyler Civic with a group of youth, and it was phenomenal. It was so much fun. And when I heard they were doing the full production, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna get the opportunity to do this, and then I did, and I feel so thankful, and it's literally a dream come true for me. So,
Yeah, well, that's really cool. Let's talk a little bit more about the music aspect. Well, Stephen Sondheim's music is legendary, as most people know, but it's also known for being pretty challenging. So, what has rehearsing for the show been like for the cast? Obviously, Liam.
Yeah.
Yes, it's been a. There's a lot of hard work and effort has been put into it. From my experience, I was a bit lucky because, like Clancy, Into the Woods is one of my favorite musicals. I've seen it probably a dozen times at this point. And so I knew the material very well. And even I was struggling to figure out certain songs or numbers. Sondheim is meticulous in his timing and not just in singing, but in dialogue too. So much of his work is speaking over music. And the speaking aspect of it is still time to the music, so you have to be natural, but also work it in a way that it flows with what's happening underneath, which is very challenging. And
the music is deceivingly hard. Like, they make it sound so easy and beautiful, but the thing with Sondheim, and I know there's a musical term for this, but like, the music is guiding in one direction, but you're singing against it. It's just a very counterintuitive to how you would normally sing a song.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Well, I mean, I bet it has been pretty cool to rehearse and stuff with all that music, learning different ways on how to learn too, and that's always really fun and hard sometimes. I get kind of the drift over there. It's tough. It's tough learning new things, and it's hard. But let's talk about some spoilers. Without giving away any spoilers, is there a scene or a musical number that you're really excited for the audience to see? Liam?
One of my favorite scenes, it happens at the end of Act 2, towards the end of Act 2. It's I suppose in the climax of the show. So something bad happens. It may or may not be my fault or Jack's fault. And it's at this moment where, how do I put it? Tensions are running high. Everyone is looking for someone to blame. And it's kind of, up until this point in the show, all the characters really struggle with taking accountability, I suppose, for their actions. Everyone is selfish in some way or another, or venturing into the woods for their own personal gain. And it's at this moment where we see all of that selfishness, I suppose, get to a boiling point. And then the moment after is where the curse, I suppose, of mistakes being made and running away and seeking how would you put it, I guess, the need for your own personal gain over others is finally broken in a way, and it leads to this beautiful number with those who have survived, where they finally come together and acknowledge other people's mistakes, and that really everyone has made mistakes, and rather than placing the blame, and it becomes a moment of we're all in this together.
Yeah.
Let us figure this out together. Let us, and that's kind of where the tenderness of like all the darkness from these stories kind of it allows for that really genuine moment to kind of come through and be that much more impactful.
Of course. Yeah. Well, speaking of impact, let's say, community theater here brings so many people together, which it does.
Yes.
Clancy, what's it been like directing this cast and crew?
Oh man, it has been incredible. I feel so humbled that I have had the opportunity to work with everyone, and it really, in the cast you have people of all different origins. You have people from Australia, you have people from Mexico, you have people who are nurses, who are teachers, who are going to school, people who dream to be on Broadway, people who just do this because they have fun and they love it. Like, so many different kinds of people from the community, and all of us have really just created a safe place for us to communicate, express our feelings, say what works and what doesn't work, accepting each other's families in different situations. And I mean, honestly, it's just like the biggest joy to me to be able to, I think that acting and theater and maybe just life in general is all about connection, and being able to connect with these people through this show has just really filled up my cup. So
That's awesome.
yeah, I've loved it.
That's so cool. Okay, well, before we go, we need to know the need-to-know details because lots of excitement surrounding this production.
Yes.
Can we get, like, date, time, location, tickets? What do we need to know here?
Yes, so the dates, this is the question I was dreading the most. I was scared to say the wrong dates. It's July 24th through the 26th, the 30th through the 2nd, and the 6th through the 8th.
6th through 9th?
6th through 9th. 6th through the 9th.
It's okay if y'all didn't hear that clearly. It is up on our screen right now. That way you guys know the dates and the times of each show. And what do we need to know about tickets?
Yes, you can get tickets at the Tyler Civic Theatre website. Tickets range anywhere from $20 to $30, and you can buy them real easy
That's
online.
awesome.
Yes,
All right, well, how excited are you both for the production?
super excited.
Very, yeah.
Very excited. We're
Opening night tonight. So,
opening night.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
All right, well, they're excited. I hope you guys are too. Thank you both so much for joining us here.
Yes,
and
thank
it
you.
was nice to get to know you guys as well as more about the production. I'm sure we'll see you guys at some point, and hopefully you on Broadway one day. You never know.
Oh.
You
never
never,
know.
you never know. I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, well, thanks, guys.